Hello gamers, and welcome to another preview video for the upcoming Nemesis 2 DLC for WARNO. I've already taken a look at the 152nd Infantry Division, the French one, and now we're going to look at the 76th Airborne Division. Basically, in the lore, the 152nd is supposed to defend like a nuclear silos, and they are landing there. And lots of reserve troops and defensive troops, some elite troops in the French division. But I think it's a more aggressive division when you play it, because you need to rush, I think. This is a more versatile division. So let's take a look at the slots first. We get logistics, very poor tabs. With regards to activation points, infantry, rather cheap till the very end. And as you can see, lots of forward deployment. So that's pretty damn good. Artillery tab. There's also some new stuff in here, obviously. Also new weapon type. Artillery tab, even with a grad variant here, a half grad basically, and rather cheap slots. Look at that, so many mortars. Tank tab, you do get some options. The new BMD3, for example. Recon tab, lots of cheap slots and interesting units, including a drone. AA tab, okay-ish. And you don't get a single helicopter because they couldn't fly over the Alps to this plateau. And then in the air tab, very cheap, lots of high-tech options, some new stuff. So this is a really exciting division. So that's a new slab forward deployment. You can lift it, but airlift it, but you don't have any helicopters. So in this deck you can actually not airlift it. You get a snap, 600 supply each. This is 300, same price. You know, you need to decide what you want more. You get 2 cards of these. Then you get the Soroka, already known from 35th Airborne. There will be some similarities with that division. You get the BMD 2K, also already known. If you want a fighting command vehicle, this is an interesting option. It has concourse with long range. And this is a new tiny vehicle. It can swim, it can be airlifted, it can be forward deployed, which might be interesting. But the price is rather steep, probably because of the forward deployment. And it's squishy, so not sure if you want to take that, given that you also have infantry. So you get the descent. And I think descent is always like, or descent Nikki is like airborne. And then this is new. And the cool thing is this can fight against helicopters. And you can somehow, you know, this goes up, the barrel goes up, and he leans backwards. Or he sits straight maybe and pulls that whole thing up. I'm not quite sure how it actually works. And I'm not sure if it's actually modeled in the game. We'll see eventually in a close-up. And another known unit, the grenade launcher. Grenade launcher still not that effective, only against units in buildings. And you get the engineer leader. They can come in BTRDs. They have the grenade launcher, so not all that great. You might actually go for the speed instead. BMD do much better. For the Descent you get 4 cards, so that's quite nice. 10-man squad, quite a lot also considering, no sorry, 6 men. That was the 10 damage 6-man squad. Good AT rocket launcher, sniper rifle, really nice squad. And the normal Desert Nikki without the sniper rifle, but with a better AT weapon. A bit less range, but still more penetration. 7-man strong. Get the Uzi Lani. They have 2 anti-tank weapons. They're also 9-man strong. ETRD. Vehicle with smoke. And only the grenade launcher though. Then you get the Desert Nikki Metis. 17 penetration, already known unit. You get the new Luas with a tank gun on top. Imagine you go with that vehicle to work, not necessarily with the gun, but apart from that, I think that would be pretty cool. Then you get the Pulamachiki, and the Pulamachiki, oh, 7-man strong, not too shabby, with 3 medium machine guns. They can dish out some damage. And also considering if you attack buildings with your infantry, then the BTRD maybe ain't that bad with the grenade launcher. Because it negates the cover and the units in buildings won't get away. So maybe if you have some assault units for assaulting houses, maybe, or buildings, then the BTRD ain't that bad after all in that particular role. Then you get the tank gun here. Is it actually the same as on the vehicle? I think so, yeah, same. I don't really like them. They have low accuracy, reload times okay-ish here. You get the Faggot with 17 penetration, already known unit, and the Concourse with 20 penetration. A unit you will definitely need. You get 2 cards. And then you get the Spätzgruppe, rocket launcher, explosives, commando trade, forward deployment, shock, 10-man strong, really beefy unit. You get 2 of them, 2 cards. So the Spätzgruppe is really cool, I think. Also have 2 medium machine guns and submachines for CQC. Modified AK 74s. Really nice. Artillery tab, you get forward deployable mortars, maybe for an early push. You get this bigger mortar. You get the Nona that can be used as a tank gun with it, as a tank as well. So with 20 penetration, it ain't that shabby. And then you get the Grad. So not too bad. It's a half Grad, I think, because of the weight. So you get 12 rockets. I think that's not too shabby, this tab. Tank tab. You get the Lewis with a Faggot, also new. 2 cards of them. You get 2 cards of BRDM Concourse. Nice range. And then you get 3 cards of the new BMD 3. And I think this is pretty amazing. You get an autocannon. You get an AT missile, 23 penetration, medium machine gun, and a grenade launcher. So they put like everything on it. I think that's a good unit. Kind of a bit like a Bradley. Smoke, so really cool. Second tab, you get the rheostat. And yeah, nothing spectacular here. The IDM2 Recon unit with machine guns. You get the Rasvetka. They can come in this vehicle as well. With a grenade launcher. 55 points, quite a lot. And then you get this nice unit here. And they can come in the RAS BTRD. And the thing about these guys is you only get 3, unfortunately, on 1 card, and you only get 1 card. Assault rifle, sniper rifle, AT weapon, even though it's not that good, and AA missiles. So it's a bit like an SAS unit. Really cool. Then you get the Rasvetka, RT Rasvetka, and they do have SIGINT. This unit is equipped with radio direction finding systems. Enemy radio signals are intercepted and used to triangulate the approximate position of the enemy unit. SIGINT units will automatically detect enemy units within 2 separate detection ranges, even when lacking line of sight. A different label is shown depending on the range without revealing the type of exact location of the enemy unit. They cannot detect enemy units featuring the special forces or false flag trait. Yeah, because they don't use radio, those units. So this is actually really cool. So basically you get 2 circles. Hippie made a video about that. And then also if you have like 2 units moving in, you can kind of find the exact building where someone is sitting in. So I think this is really cool. It's micro intensive, but you know, the unit icon changes and you at least know if someone is entering a town, for example. And they have this GSR, which only in apostrophes increases optics, exceptional. So that's also a really good unit with sniper rifle, AT rocket. They can defend themselves, 6 men at least. And then you get the Schmel. It's a drone. Nice looking. Makes a loud noise as well. And then you get the RASV BMD3. So another BMD3, like basically Reckon Bradley, you could say. And so this is a rather amazing tab, in my opinion. Lots of good infantry, and this BMD3, really nice. AA tab, you get the Descent. All those AA guns, barreled AA guns, have been buffed a little bit, you know, price buffed. But probably nothing to write home about still. You have better options. And here you can bring them in these guys, the Eagles you can bring in the with an AA gun. Not the best, but I would probably do it. You could go for a bit more speed instead, but I think this won't hurt. In particular, if you play against helicopter divisions. You get 1 card of Strela with the range-ish. And then you get this, that U-23, E2, maybe for early rushers. Other than that, not so much. Same gun as the second vehicle here, I think. 23, E2. Yeah. So I'd rather take them with the Eagler, and you also get 2 cards of Eagler. You could even go like 1 for the speed and 1, you know, for the vehicle. No helicopters. Air tab. Get an electronic warfare plane. And yeah, it's got the seat, so it will actually detect a radar. And then also disrupt radar, dropping the accuracy by 20%, and it itself has 60% ECM, so really cool if you micro that. You get a seat plane with 28 damage, lots of range here as well on that. And you get the LGB2 bomber. So it might actually be worth, you know, combining this one with this. So you could detect the radar with this and then use the LGB2 bomber to destroy it, the radar unit. They're usually squishy, and that way you have a plane that you can use, you know, to kill other stuff as well. And you get, you know, the Su-24s and the MiG-31s are the only ones with enough range to actually reach this Plateau Dalbion, where this alleged fight is taking place. And here you get, and a wooden box actually made a map about that, so that's pretty cool. I've only seen it on stream so far. And then you get your 2 AT options, this one with less range, this one with better range. I don't know why by default it seems to be double vetted. And here you get 2, and it's fire and forget, which is really nice. And this one is semi-active radar, so it shoots 1 at a time, and this one shoots, you can shoot both. So depending on your playstyle, you need to decide which one is better. Here you get more range. You could just go in, shoot this, and then disappear quickly. You get an HE bomber. You get 2 AA options. You get this one, air-to-air radar and air-to-air infrared. This one with 12 kilometer range. I think this might be the longest range so far in the game. 12k. And then also good range here. So this is quite a beast. And here you also get the 12k range, semi-active radar. only against aircraft, and this one against helicopters. Let's check out the difference. Yeah, the air-to-air missile is different. The one without radar, both are fire and forget, but one does 4 damage, the other does 8. In some, it's both 16, but on the 88-2 you get the better accuracy, but you also get less range, so probably you take both, in particular in team games. And considering your weak AA tab, that is kind of negated by this. And then you get a really cool option here with a new weapon type, the thermobaric bomb. Thermobaric weapons ignore the cover bonus provided to infantry by buildings or woods. While capable of dealing damage to vehicles, these munitions are less effective than regular HE weapons, armored ones. Thermobaric munitions do not damage buildings, so this is the first time it's introduced. It will probably go to the Buratino as well, I think, at some point. Good accuracy, not so good range, but that's also an interesting option. According to the pros, the HE bomber does more damage, but for the fun, I think it's worth taking this one and trying it out as well. You can see the HE damage and suppression is higher. Obviously, the building is a problem, but you know, maybe it evens out more or less. Yeah, that's the division. Now let me choose a favorite. Unit. It's a close call between the Spetsnaz and the Shmel and the RT Rozvedka, but also the plane here. I think this plane is really good, so I'm going with this plane for the screenshot. Change day. Looks pretty neat. Okay, let me know what you think of the division. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.